r/AskReddit by Reddify. What was your holy hit? Why didn't I start doing this sooner? A lot of these are really inspirational and deep. But honestly I hate that I waited so long to start putting chocolate chips on my pancakes. Edit. Grandma. A little honey is also good. Honey or syrup. By itself it's a fun way to mix it up and a little better for you than Aunt Jemima's. Together and it just tastes like the sugar pot threw up on your plate. As a lady, switching to men's razors. I'm never, ever, going back. Edit. Some men seem to have had the opposite experience, prefer women's razors. And many people say safety razors are even better. Many people. My poor inbox. As a man whose lady has appropriated and consequently dulled every single one of my razors. Duck this. Straight razors my friend. Meditating every day. In the beginning it's like, why the F I'm doing this? I look like a spiritual Wanabe. This is pointless. This is stupid. My mind is racing and seems I can't get through the thought storm. They just pop up of nowhere and very fast, and they're such a mess. After 5 minutes thoughts lose intensity. After 10 minutes I'm calm. After 15 minutes I'm like, this is working. Wow. After 20 minutes I forgot why I was thinking so much in the first place and forgot about the I. After some months of everyday practice, I notice how thoughts are tools that can make a better and happier me. And I started to recognize the patterns. I call them thought traps. So I meditate every day to remind myself that thoughts are not me. Edit. Grammar mistake. My first Reddit gold. Thanks Reddit. Thank you for the motivation. I'm still in the why the F phase, but have been unable to ever completely turn off the thoughts. As a fellow mindfulness meditator, it's not about turning off the thoughts, but about not dwelling on them. My teacher compared the ideal to watching leaves float by on a stream. You could reach out and grab one, but you're choosing not to. Edit. I don't have any links or recommendations. I took a 6-week course at my university and kept the papers/MLs he gave us. Every teacher is different and has different methods. Try YouTube videos, free resources, etc. First, there's plenty of good ones I've heard. Using wet wipes on my hitty arsehole. Get some Goldman with the menthol. Sprinkle it on the last wet wipe. It feels like your asshole smoked a Newport. Good ducking Christ. Take your upvote. Flossing. The dentist always asked me how often I flossed, and I would lie. Then my gums would bleed from him vigorously flossing them for me. I soon learned how to properly floss and how to remove any gunk in my teeth. To this day, my teeth always look perfect. The last 2 years or so, I've really been good about flossing and mouthwash. Not perfect, but really good. Now the dentist compliments me on having great teeth every time. Feels good. I'm really bad about this. I'm lazy to the point where I'll stay those extra 5 minutes in bed and not bother floss/mouthwash because I'll have to leave before I get to it. I need a way to trick myself into doing it every day, but I have no idea how. Saving money. If you just have a separate account where you can dump a little bit of money out of each paycheck, it's pretty easy to save. Invest in your 401k to the maximum that your employer will match. From there pay off the highest interest debt first and move upward from that. Unless you snowball method, then pay the smallest debt first and move upward. Personal finance. Thanks Reddit. Can you OUTL DL a 401k for me? The hell does it do for you? Squats. Just 30-50 squats a day and my bum is so much higher and firmer after only a month. It's kind of crazy. And now I feel stronger and my knees don't click as much. Who knew? Just body weight fitness squats, or with added weight. Just body weight. When I started I could barely do 5 in a row. Now I can do 40. Just watch your form closely or you'll get knee pain pretty quickly. Cooking nacho in the oven with a broiler instead of the microwave. A true game changer. My wife swears by microwave nachos. They just take rubbery to me. Ex-wife. I quit smoking cigarettes 2 years ago, and I've honestly never felt better about myself. No more feeling like death in the morning. No more standing in the cold or rain to have a smoke. Plus this has been said before, but I have so much extra money to spend on it now. I just passed my 2-year mark last Wednesday. I don't know why I took 10 years to finally quit, but I wish I had done it sooner. Writing in pen instead of pencil. Mrs. Jenoweth doesn't like it, but duck her. I hated sharpening pencils. So much free time to play pogs with Brian and ransom his bike. I hated sharpening pencils. Get a mechanical pencil. I have one with me in my pocket almost always. In college. The big ones are amazing. Those white erasers are a dream. And crisp solid lines are so much easier to erase. 2. All around a better experience. I will never ever use a regular pencil again if I have a good mechanical handy. Running. It took me a few weeks to get into without feeling close to death. But damn, I still suck at it. But I can do it. The cardiovascular improvement alone is worth it. I like being able to run up steps now without doubling over in pain. Invest in a good pair of running shoes and it makes a world of a difference. My current favorite brands are Attic and Brooks. Eating steaks medium rare. Always had them well done at home. Moved out. Wife introduced me to what I was missing out on. I weep for my past self. Personally, I prefer my cow still capable of mooing in pain and trying to flee the plate. But I applaud your move to eating actual meat instead of a hockey puck. I want to have to fight my meat. Counting calories. Once you start tracking that religiously, you'll be surprised what kind of junk food you can fit in. All 100% guilt-free. Edit. Since so many people are asking, you can find out how many calories are in your food by reading the nutritional information on the back of the packaging. Unless it's water or fresh produce. In which case, don't really worry about it. Or Google it. I hope you have all learned something today. Can confirm. Ate Taco Bell for a month straight and still lost weight by counting calories. I also do intermittent fasting, so that contributed to it as well. Edit. Just realized how terrible that sounds for your body. It didn't affect me too much because I'm pretty young, but definitely feel better eating regular foods. If you replace Taco Bell with Whataburger, that is how I lost 30 lbs. Oral-B battery operated toothbrush was a life changer for me. Teeth feel like I just left the dentist office every day. I can't believe people still use conventional toothbrushes. Plus you can wank with it. Clitoral-B. Lifting. SHHHH. I was just beginning to accept my hitty body. Accept. Like your hitty grandma. Geocaching. I have traveled many times before. But little did I know that there were hundreds of small boxes nearby. Yes. I love that it gets me and my kids outside and in interesting places around where I live too. All these small pocket parks and neighborhood parks I wouldn't have seen. It's walking around a park with an objective. The thrill of the hunt and seeing all the creative ways people hide these things is great. Love it. Rock climbing. Started 5 years ago at age 29. It has completely opened up the world to me. Started camping. Traveling. Saving more money. Getting in better shape. Made me mentally super strong. Destroyed depression. Crushed my mood swings. Saving money? I just dropped 600 on a trad rack. Thanks Black Diamond. Listening to podcasts. Comedy Bang Bang and Hardcore History. Leaving my hair natural. Drying and straightening my thick hair takes about 2-3 hours. Going with my natural curls takes a few minutes. To spray and scrunch it with a towel, then it's done. The only downside is it takes 4 hours to air dry, so I can't do that at night. I used to have hit skin throughout most of my life. No matter the face wash I used, I had painfully red pimples, and like those aggravated ones that sort of form like a ducking Mount Olympus on my cheeks and forehead. So my confidence was non-existent, and the majority of the day all I did was hide my face from people and try to find different ways to cover it up. All it took was, rather than using my hands, I swapped over to a washcloth with deep cleaning facial soap. It was rough at first and hurt because my skin was always sensitive from the acne, but now I literally rarely ever get breakouts anymore. The extra exfoliant from the texture of the hand towel must have worked in the soap more. Sounds simple as it, but it was like a breakthrough for me. Edit. For those asking what product I use. It's a combination of Clearasil fast acting and clean and clear deep action wash. Just like a quarter amount of either works. I'm going to piggyback on your comment to bring up something that I realized over the past year. I thought I had adult acne for years. Turns out I was allergic to the detergent I use to wash my pillowcases. Have to rinse them out again after washing, but my god. I finally have clear skin. So if you have breakouts but acne products, moisturizing, etc. doesn't work, maybe you are allergic to something on your pillowcases. Regular cleaning of your pillowcases is also good. Invest in a few days worth to change out every single day. I swear to god, many people would see a huge difference. We lay our oily faces on these things for hours at night. Sometimes cleaning them once a week, and for many of us, much longer periods without cleaning isn't enough. Go to a thrift shop. Get a week's worth. Wash every week. Wearing yoga pants. Comfiest pants ever. The bulge is so awkward though. It's nothing. Sincerely, Guy with a Peen. When I started watching Breaking Bad, the series was already over for a year or so, and I just never felt like watching it. But duck am I glad I did. The first season will be 10 years old next year in 2 years. This made me feel old. I learned to draw in 5 days using a book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, because it was referenced in some TED Talk, and on the first day I was copying medieval woodcuts in almost exact detail. It also made my friends say holy hit. Why didn't you start doing this sooner? OMG. Can we some of your art? Yeah. We gotta see it now op. Shaving my head. Hair. Is some bullhit. No more buying shampoo. Or conditioner. No bedhead after getting up in the morning. I feel far less disgusting before my morning shower. Wind is no problem. Hats are no problem. Man. Duck hair. IDK man. I really enjoy my hair. Using a menstrual cup. Edit. Holy freaking menses. My very first gold. Thank you very kindly. Stranger. May your periods be brief and painless for always. I'm seriously considering getting one. Everyone I know that's ever tried it loves this. I can't recommend it enough. It's comfier than a tampon. No awful feeling of inserting/removing a dry tampon if you've misjudged your flow. More hygienic than sitting on a pad for hours. And only needs changing twice a day. It takes a little getting used to, and you have to be comfortable getting a little hands-on with your period, so I understand the ick factor turns some people off. But oh my gosh, when I discovered it, I was honestly upset with myself for having taken so long to try it. Would have to be sushi for me. Thought I would hate it, but now I can't stop spending $50-70 a week on it. Damn, that's a lot. Why so much on sushi? Explore some Thai. I'm fat. I just recently tried it, so I have been getting lots of different kinds and eating the leftovers for lunch/breakfast the next day. What is good Thai to try? I don't have any friends that eat it and don't know anything about it. Avocados and poached eggs. Now I know what all these Instagram posts are about. I love avocados and eggs, but unfortunately poaching is illegal here in the US. Drinking Earl Grey tea. Smoking weed. I have Tourette's syndrome and it helped it immensely. I know what you mean. My doctor said I need to smoke weed to get high. Stop drinking. I was putting down over 3 pints of whiskey per day. Went to detox, and I'm so glad I did. I didn't realize just how badly it was affecting multiple aspects of my life. Haven't had a drink in over 3 weeks. Lost a few pounds too. Edit. Wow. I'm overwhelmed by all of the support from the community. I thought my comment would have just gotten buried. They did check my liver in detox, and it was pretty ducked up, but most of the levels would go back to normal if I abstained from alcohol. I have a very addictive personality and can't just have one of anything. It's either 0 or 100 for me. As soon as I down one drink, I want another. Then my inhibitions are lowered. And I want more. This cycle continues until I black out. I just can't touch the stuff. Thanks everyone. 3 pints of whiskey a day. 1.65 liters? I'm amazed you are not dead. I'm glad you realized how it is affecting multiple aspects of your life. Deep respect for quitting. As I have. Well done. Mate. Clarity is coming. Waking up early to go to work, so I'm not screaming at all the cars around me because of traffic. And me running late. Now I just cruise to work with no worries and watch all the people around me honk and scream while I relax listening to my NPR. I get to work with no stress in the morning. Trekking alone. You become a different person when you are trying to conquer a mountain all by yourself. As a solo explorer myself, I would say it's very rewarding. But I really hope you take precautions, correct equipment, cell phone, telling people where you're going, and about how long you'll be gone. Nah, fuck em. Make sure to like and subscribe so we can watch together.